Namaste everyone. Very warm welcome to Satsang today. Muji ji ki jai. So much love to all of you. Thank you all for joining in Satsang. And if this is your first time in Satsang, the way to ask questions is through the chat window.
What to do? What to do?
Whatever you want.
I wanted to go there to ask you to print one sheet for me. One
Tell
sheet.
Roshni aunty.
Huh?
Tell Roshni aunty.
No, I'm too shy. No.
Satsang is started.
Huh?
Satsang is started.
How much time?
It's 1 hour as usual. Say hi to everyone.
4:33. What time do we start?
Listen.
4:30.
What happened?
So what should I tell?
Just tell her what you need.
Okay.
Wait for me.
Okay. But like I don't want to wait 1 hour. She's also telling me you are feeling so bored, you are feeling so bored.
Go. Namaste, namaste. Oh, Kanchan and Vasundhara also here. Welcome, welcome. Very good. So if there are any questions, you can ask through the chat window. So there was a request in the chat to speak about bhakti. And I'm not sure whether this term is familiar to all of you, but bhakti roughly translates into devotion. But I would say that a better way to define bhakti would be to say surrender. See, surrender. So Bhagwan Sri Ramana Maharishi had said that if you want to find the self, there are two ways. One is to surrender, and the second is to inquire about your true nature. Both lead to the same goal. Both can lead to the complete realization of your true self. This self realization which all of us are seeking. And in today's world, there seems to be some sort of a dichotomy between bhakti and gyan, between devotion and the path of self inquiry. But today, hopefully, we will see that they are the same. They are ultimately the same. And we can look at how this is. So, what does it mean to surrender? What does it mean to surrender? Surrender actually means to hand over your existence to existence. To hand over your existence to God, to the Guru, to the universe, to life. It all means the same thing actually. So when we say that I hand over or I surrender to you completely, let thy will be done. You see? So let thy will be done is a beautiful start. Is a beautiful start to complete surrender. You see? But today it is coming up to say that although it is a beautiful start, Maybe in this statement also there is a need for some completion. What could be the completion of such a beautiful statement, let thy will alone be done? Maybe the completion needed here would be to say that you are now also the experiencer. If you are the doer, then you must also now be the experiencer as well. Because to say that you are the doer and yet I am the experiencer is only half surrender. If the guru is the doer, then who must the experiencer be? Can there be any distance or difference between the doer and the experiencer? If consciousness is the doer, then consciousness itself must be the experiencer, isn't it? And it is important to caution against this half surrender. Because when we see that this is only half surrender, then we will not have these kind of concepts like, why does God always do this to me? I am such a good person, why do I always have to face this suffering? These kind of questions will come in the path of bhakti sometimes. In the devoted ones, this is what we can caution against. You see? So to say that you are the doer and you alone are the experiencer is full surrender. What this means is that I cannot find what I am. I see only you anywhere I look. Everything is only my beloved. And this devotion must always be accompanied by the presence of love. There cannot be devotion without love. And we find that so much love is present here. And when love is present, then fear cannot exist. Love and fear are opposites. If love is present, if true love is present, then fear cannot exist. You see? And when fear doesn't exist, then it is complete surrender. So, surrender means this state of fearlessness. That whatever existence has in store for me is completely fine. So, this is devotion, this is bhakti. To see the beloved in everything that is seen. This is devotion. See? So then, ultimately, at the end of this seeming journey, at the end of the seeming journey, you will see that the seeing and the seen are not separate. That I and my beloved were never separate. There is no distinguishing line left now between me and the beloved one. And this is oneness, this is Gyan. See? So, what happens is that the fruit or the prasad of this devotion, this surrender, is to attain the Gyan of true self knowledge as well. Therefore, there is no dichotomy on this path. So, the devotee will ultimately come to the place of oneness. And the words that he speaks will be completely the same as a Jnani's words. because now he has seen the truth. So, devotion is not devoid of self knowledge or Advaita or the non dual path. There is no dichotomy. In the same way, the ones who are temperamentally more inclined towards searching or inquiry or knowledge, then they come to the same conclusion that there is no difference between the seeing and the seen. That ultimately awareness and consciousness are one. And resting in this awareness, it is not possible to be in this awareness without the presence arising of love and devotion. This surrender then automatically arises for the Jnani as well. So then it can be said that this devotion, this surrender, is the fruit or the prasad of the Jnani. He is not left without this pure love. So, just to visualize as a metaphor, you can look at it as two rivers going into the same ocean ultimately. Going into the same ocean of true understanding, true self realization, truly what you really are. So, this is a little bit about bhakti, devotion, or surrender. Okay, there's a bit of chat which I missed. Welcome, Mike, as well. Very good to have you with us again. Loni says, Ananta, person has faded so much, still not quite gone, was of course never here. See, in this sentence itself, the truth is here that it seems like it is not quite gone, but in the same breath you say it was never here. This is very good. So it only a seeming that it is not gone. In actuality, in reality, it was never here. It makes life pretty peculiar. I am here and I am absolutely not here. Yes. But you were never here as a person, you see. In any moment, can you show me a person? So then you say silence everywhere, inside, outside, outer noise, no problem. Only silence is heard. I really want to merge completely into oneness, existence of God. So I guess there is nothing to do except waiting patiently for the complete emergence. This is what we say about it is water itself, which seems to be now thirsting for water. You cannot not be the self. You cannot not be awareness. You cannot not be the witnessing and become anything else. You can try it right now. Stop being the witnessing and become a person and show me. How will you do this trick? Therefore, personhood is nothing to be scared of. Even in the strongest belief in personhood, you are the awareness alone. This truth is not coming and going. This truth is eternal. Any of you, can you stop being awareness and show me now? Become a person and show me. You remember, some of you remember that we used to have a bet of $1,000. If you can become a person really and show me, then I will give you $1,000 right now. So, what you are referring to is a particular state which is setting conditions on your awakening, setting conditions to your freedom. The only thing, if we can say something is required to be done, then the only thing required to be done is to not believe any of these thoughts. See, we made it so simple. Don't believe any of these thoughts. And it is completely, this power is completely yours. This power to withdraw your belief from these thoughts is completely yours. Don't let any thought convince you otherwise. Believe my words. Don't believe the words of this mind. Now you are free. Now you are free. You are all free. And I'm not talking about some utopian state. And I'm not wearing rose colored spectacles which I'm seeing you in a special light. I can say this about all beings. How do I know that you are completely free? Because I know that there is no bondage possible for you. You cannot be bound at all. Can anybody show me what really binds you? How are you not free? It is only when you refer to your thoughts, you refer to your ideas you have about yourself, that this kind of confusion will come. It's time to now drop all of this. Just simple 3, 2, 1, drop it. It is done. It is all nothing, nothing, nothing. Don't pick up a thought and show me the trouble. Very good. Namaste. Narsimha Murthy is here. He says, do the due, which means doer, experiencer, witness. Yes. Shanti says, the more devotion I feel, I just naturally, the more I want to inquire. Very good. This can be called a virtuous cycle, isn't it? Belief in thought is a vicious cycle which leads to deepening of identity. The more identity we pick up, the more we feel that we are being attacked and the need to defend. And the more we feel that we need to attack or defend, the more thoughts we will pick up on how to do this attack or defense. So that can be called a vicious cycle, a vicious circle. And this can be called a virtuous circle, which means that devotion feeds on knowledge, knowledge feeds on devotion. Truth cannot be far now. It is already here. This is very good. Soham says, such a great point about half surrender. Thank you, Father. Very welcome. He says, in this devotion, there is only the beloved, only the one. So, no person. Yes. Lovely. Very good. Vitke says, so beautiful to hear these words, Ananta. Thank you so much. Very welcome, my dear. Very Shanti says, yes, doer experiencer is all a great sea of joy. Very good. Shine in, namaste, no separation. Very good. Ananya says, Father, I am unable to hear you. Just sitting here in silence and seeing you. The rest are able to hear fine, so maybe there's a problem with her computer. But if the rest are also not able to hear, then let me know. Shanti says, thank you for the explanation, Father. Very welcome, my dear. Ananya says, most beautiful silent movie. Very good. Shining says, as the seer personhood is fading, as the seen it is non-existent. Very good. Yes. This is a very beautiful point, you see. Very beautiful point. Because initially we say that be the witness. Initially it is okay for those who are new to satsang for the pointing to be just be the witness of all of this coming and going. Then when the witness state becomes steady and all is allowed to come and go, then we say, is there really a witness entity also? Is there someone who is being the witness? And this someone cannot be found. What is found is the pure witnessing itself, the pure awareness itself. You see? So there is no seer actually. There is no seer. And this is shocking for many traditionalists. Because so long we've heard about the seer, the witness. In many scriptures also it is said like this, the seer or the witness. But actually there is no seer, there is only the seeing. All of you have the capacity to hear these words now because you're not so much hypnotized by thoughts. So all this will make sense to you. Very good. Namaste Atma. Very good. Very good, Shine in. Very good. Shanti said, the mind words are no match for your words. So much strength and compassion. Very good. Loni says, I cannot become a person. Very good. 3, 2, 1 dropped and done. And then she says, almost. You see? This almost comes from where? This almost comes from some meaning given to some thought still. Some meaning given to some idea of a person. And this almost will fade away in satsang. This will go. But I'm happy at least that you're able to say this with integrity. It is very good. Atma says, today is 9 months full that I am with you, and it is done. Just 9 months. Seems like a lifetime. I've known you for many lifetimes, it seems like. Very good. Namaste, Shani. So much love. Very good. Om says, Father, picking up a thought feels a bit like constructing a dam across the river of thoughts that simply flows by. Once a dam is constructed, dam. Once a dam is constructed, dam. It gives more space. It gives more space for water thoughts to flow. This is good because when we pick up, it becomes like a dam. See? And this virtual dam is like the idea of being a person. And then this dam is holding more and more of these thoughts. More and more thoughts are getting stuck onto this non existent entity. So, more and more water is stored in the reservoir or the dam. You see, it is like this concept of personhood. Yes. When you let go, you stop holding on, you see that this river was always flowing. There was nothing in our control anyway. See, this is another important point about surrender. Surrender is not a doing, it is only a realization that I was always surrendered. It is just a realization that I never existed anyway. Ultimately, that is the realization, but in the beginning, it can be seen that I was always surrendered, nothing was ever in my control anyway. It is only this interpreter voice, this voice of thoughts, which was convincing me that I am doing something or in control of something. Kapil says AV is good here. Ajnani says fearless. Yes, there is nobody to fear from anything. No need for any defense. What needs to be defended now? What needs to be defended now? There are many on the path who, once they feel that they know something, then they want to defend it with all their life. Yes, I know I am awareness. How can you say I am a person? This still smells of personhood, isn't it? But to see that there is nobody here to defend at all, then you know that you cannot be attacked. Can space be attacked? Can the sky be attacked? No thought can actually attack the sky. No cloud can actually attack the sky. Very good. Vishwas is here. Good, good, good. He says, I can hear clearly, Father. Video also good. Very good. Loni says, I am the witnessing, and that is seen and felt by no one. You see, you say you are the witnessing, and this is felt by no one. But witnessing itself is reporting that it is the witnessing. It is not a thing, it's a no thing. But it is that from which all things emerge actually. Then you say a short period after pure seeing, pure bliss, illusions are back. Not very heavy and nothing sticks anymore, but maybe I need a cesarean. Let all appearances come. You show me how an appearance can touch you, how a cloud is touching the sky. Can you show me how witnessing can be touched by any appearance, no matter what the illusion is, whether it is sublime or horrendous? Satsang is your cesarean. Atma says yes, many lifetimes. Shanti says there is no one here to be in or out of control, really. Yes, there is no one here. Zoe says the realization that the person never existed is such a old familiar feeling. It has always been known on some level, yes. Even when the daydream is on, it cannot be that you have completely forgotten your true self. Shannon says personhood equals arrogance. Yes, at some level it is true, very true. Personhood means that God is everywhere but me, and I am separate from God, and I can do something, that I am something, that I control something. You see, if this is not arrogance, then what is it? To feel that I can have a will which is separate from God, to feel that I can be a separate entity, is just the arrogance of the impossible one, of the one that never existed. That is why this is such a funny game, isn't it? The ego is the impossible one. It is never here. It never existed. Narsimha says, how do you see yourself, beloved? Yourself brackets beloved in everything without deflection or deviation? This is a very good question. This is a very good question. So I say don't force yourself. Don't force this. Don't force. So this set of post-its is lying here. It's not like the process is not to look at it and say I am this set of post-its. See, I am this. It is not like this. This is automatically going to flow. When you see that you are this pure witnessing itself and all phenomena comes from within you, then you will know that all of this is yours. You see, God gives birth as being inside pure awareness. And it is this, beloved, which is everything is everywhere. But if this is not an insight yet, then you don't force it. You just find out who you really are and just stay with what you really are. Don't get, don't give your belief to any thoughts, and one day it will be so clear that all of this is me. It is my own self being projected in this way. It is my own being which is the creator of all of this phenomenal appearance. In the light of my own being, all this is appearing. Can anything appear without your being? If being is not there, then can any phenomena appear? This is very good. It's an excellent contemplation. You just stay, find out who you really are, and stay with that. Then this insight that all is consciousness will also arise. It is good. Soham says yesterday there was as much mental activity witnessed regarding employment as that seemed to be the topic of the day. It took some vigilance to not be drawn in. Last night I said on chat that it was like a mental turkey shoot, yes. Or like the baseball game that we play sometimes. Yes. One thought after another popping up and getting shot down. They had no chance. So playfully we can play like this, but in a completely fearless way. No thought can hurt you now. No thought can touch you because you have let go of your identity, and thoughts can only attack beliefs, concepts called identity. Thoughts have no chance now for you, for all of you. Atma says the arrogance of the impossible one. Wow, love this. Yes. The impossible one. Shinin says, I see that seeing the self everywhere, it is known without knowing. Effortlessly love. It's completely effortless. Love is in service to you now. It is always in service to your being. It takes no effort to find love. You see, all the teachings of the mind, all the pointings from the mind, from the ego are upside down. Everything is upside down. It is that simple, no? It is as simple as not believing your next thought. See, one tendency I notice sometimes is that we say that I know that this is true, but this is what is happening. You see? We say I know that this is true, but still, now is the time to drop this, but still this happens. Nothing happens. Nothing is happening. If I were to be able to believe your stories about yourself, then I would be completely useless to you. Then I would be part of the problem actually. Mhm. But this does not mean that I don't care. See, sometimes it becomes confused like this. I am not concerned does not mean I do not care. There is no concern here about anything at all. But there is a lot of love here. There is a lot of compassion, and I do care. And because I care, I cannot let you believe your stories about yourself. And how would I stop you from believing your stories about yourself if I myself was to believe them first? Everything that we can say about ourselves is only a story. No one can speak the truth. Nothing has ever happened to you. None of this Maya has ever happened actually. Just not possible. You are always the Supreme One. And because you are the Supreme One, I am completely unconcerned. And yet I care, you see. So I say very simply that just don't believe your next thought. And in this, it is enough. And I see no complication in this, I see no difficulty in this. And if you believe my words, then in this moment you have finished your suffering. All the storification can be gone right now. There is no problem. Loni says, Ananta, your pointings, your satsangs are so clear and consistent and loving. Whatever confusion could remain always drops away. Yes, very good. Clouds disappear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Very good. You see, clouds disappear or appear, just be fearless about it. Even if strong storm clouds appear, strong storm clouds appear, they cannot touch the sky. They only seem to appear in the sky, but the sky is not hurt by them. The lightning also cannot hurt the sky. All is allowed to appear and disappear. So don't feel that if some clouds are appearing, that something is happening to you. Nothing is actually happening to you. Namaste, Louise. Very good. Shanti says, can we have a guided meditation or just sit quietly with you, Father? So it's at 5:15 now. Okay, so if there are no burning questions, after I read everyone, then we can sit in silence for a while. That's a good idea. Jayani says, yes, Father, nothing is happening. Kicking all butts out the window. Very good. It's as simple as that. Shining says, so much love seems to be the only words that spontaneously arise. I don't mind. Very beautiful. Jurim says, yes, I know that this is true, but, this is happening. You see, this but is trouble. Yes. Love you so much, Father. Love you too, my dearest one. Very good. Thank you for your words and guidance. So much trust is here. Very good. This trust will take care of it all. This trust is enough to take care of all of it. Everything is my problem now. Soham says, devotion has played a larger part in this for me. I trust you so completely, Father, and also seeing that all appearances arise within me proves that trust. Very good. So it is clear that there is no person here and God is running the show. This is very good. Therefore, why worry about jobs or anything else? So, no desire and no aversion. I feel the guidance which is required for most beings who are coming to satsang is to say also no aversion. Sometimes we have swung the pendulum too far back. We have gone so far back from our desires that somehow they have become aversion sometimes. So it is the same thing. To desire or to desire not to have something, both are the same thing. Therefore, no desire and no aversion. Let life flow as it is. Job coming, then job is coming. Job is going, then job is going. Hands are moving, then hands are moving. Mouth is moving, then mouth is moving. Mouth is not moving, then mouth is not moving. And it seems to be moving a lot today, so I will shut up soon. Very good. Atma says, I am happy you are unconcerned about my stories. Very good. Thank you, my dear. Very good. Shanti says, just following your pointing is enough. Yes. Shining says, yes, I believe. All gone. Yes. Very good. Ajnani says, there is no, not even any bit of but. Very good. No buts left. Very good. Thank you. Zoe says, if trust in you is enough, Father, then it is done. Love you so much. Yes. This is what we said, that this devotion means that you, Father, are the doer and the experiencer. There is no separate me left here anymore. This is trust. And if this is the trust, then it is done. Soham says, yes, that aversion was arising yesterday too. Mind was saying to be a sadhu, sit in a cave. Yes, this was seen too. Very good. You cannot be caught in any of this now. Neither this nor that. Just neutral. This car moves perfectly well in neutral. Don't need to put any gears on it. Neither forward nor reverse. Nothing is required. Ustreamer 4825 says, Namaste, I want to experience I am not a person. Yes. How can I get this state? Good. If I keep to focus, present, is it bring to there? Thank you. Yes. This is a very good start. Very good start. You say that if I am in the present, then is this the state of non-personhood? Yes. And you are completely in the present. Can you show me where the person is? You can show me the body. You can show me the body. But most of the time, when you refer to yourself, you are not referring to yourself as a body. You are referring to yourself as a person. You say, I have problems about relationships. You say, I have problems about money. You see? These are not the body's problems. So when you say that this is what my problems are, then you are referring to the problems of this imagined entity. So actually, you can never become this person. You can only imagine yourself to be this person. And you imagine yourself to be this person by believing your thoughts. It is only thoughts which are referring to you as a person. Everything else is just dancing for your entertainment. All the appearances are coming and going for your entertainment. This dance of Shiva, this dance of Nataraj is just there for your entertainment in service to you. See? But if you pick up a thought, if you believe a thought, then it will seem like the dance Shiva is dancing is trampling you. The dance of Shiva will then become very heavy. It will seem like it is trampling you, but it is not trampling you. See, in mythology, we see that Shiva is dancing on top of the asuras, on top of the demons. So, this demon is nothing but the idea that I am separate from Shiva. It is only an idea. So, right now, in this moment, you are not a person. You are just the witness of all this which is appearing and going. You are the witness of these words. You are just the witness. And this witness is not a person. It is actually not a thing at all. But for now, like you said, you see that in this very moment, if you don't pick up a thought, then you cannot become a person. This is the non personhood that you are asking for. It is already available in this very moment. Just don't believe your next thought. This is the simplest pointing I have given all of you, and this pointing is enough. Very good. Welcome. Welcome to Satsang. Very good. So, unless there are some burning question, some strong freedom question, let us just be in silence for a few minutes today. May none of you leave this satsang today with the belief that you are bound. May none of you also leave this satsang today with the belief that you are free. May you be empty of all beliefs. May you be free from all concepts. May you be the pure space in which all is allowed to come and go. yet you are completely untouched by any movement. May none of the stories appeal to you now. May all identity be burnt in the fire of satsang. May you see now that no thought is true. May grace open your eyes to your true self. May you see that you are Shiva himself. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jesse, so much love. So much love to all of you. Zoe, please give my love to Mike. He's so amazing. I love him dearly. Very good, Loni. Very good. So much love to all of you. Thank you, Shanti. Thank you, Soham. Thank you, Ishani. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Jayani. Thank you, Prema. Thank you, Zoe. Thank you, Loni. Thank you, Ananya. Thank you, Zurim. Thank you, Aradhana. Thank you, Vivi. Thank you, Kapil. Thank you, Amaya. Thank you, Vishwas. Thank you, Om. Thank you, Lizelle. Thank you, Ajani. Thank you all so very much for this beautiful satsang. Mujiji ki jai.